Greg Johnson with the Sales Success Series. Today, I'm really excited to bring a person to you that's been with us for 20 years. He's the Regional Vice President of our digital sales, Ken Boggis. Ken's been with us like 20 years, has a ton of street equity, spends a lot of time in the field with the sales team, leading by example. Today is the day.
Good morning, everybody. Ken Boggis here. Excited to have the opportunity to talk with all of you for a few minutes. For those of you that I don't know, I work directly with our digital webinar team. I've been in this business for just about 20 years, had a fantastic run, and I'm excited to have a chance to talk to you. Probably as excited as I've been in those 20 years, just because of what I get to be able to share today. And really, I think I could start by thanking you, by giving a big thank you to everybody on the call. That's a thank you to our premise teams. That's a thank you to our inside sales teams. That's a thank you to the digital team, again, that I get an opportunity to work with directly each and every day. And I say thank you because the results that you're delivering in the marketplace through the first 60 days of the year are absolutely mind-blowing. Just to give you an idea what we're accomplishing through this partnership, through this team concept that we're bringing to the marketplace, it's wild. You know, so far in the first 60-ish days of the year, over 700 sales have been generated through the webinar partnership for almost $8.5 million. These are big results. We're talking about an average order value of over, $1,100 a month. And we're seeing these types of results and feedback from all across the business. I mean, I just heard the other day that we have a region, an entire region, right, that consists of over 100 people that is averaging, almost $1,000 average order value in their marketplace. And now these are just fantastic results. These are the results that should get you pretty fired up and excited about. And hopefully you're sitting there saying, how can I get into that game? How can I do that? Maybe you've experienced some of that. Maybe you haven't had that opportunity. And today, really, I'm just going to talk about a handful of things to keep in mind, to focus on, to make sure we can really maximize the opportunities that exist in the marketplace. The first is just being cognizant of our industry that we live in, right? And that we operate in and we compete in every single day. There are a tremendous amount of businesses out there right now that are waiting for somebody, right? Hopefully you, to walk through that door to prove real value to them. They're not excited about their current vendor. They're not necessarily excited about the results that are being driven for them. And although they're not easy to convert, they're not always easy to bring over, they're expecting somebody to walk through. They're hoping that there's somebody out there. So that industry fatigue is a real thing that exists out in the marketplace, and they're looking for that. And for us, as a business, we've created a model, right? We've created this partnership that allows you, as well as our digital team, to partner together to make sure that when we get the opportunity to approach the right business, because it's not just any business we want to talk to, we want to make sure that we are focused on businesses that are well-standing businesses. They're profitable businesses. They're responsible businesses. They're the types of businesses that we know when they partner with us, they do so in a really aggressive way. And by aggressive, I mean responsibly, right? They have a high propensity to buy the types of offerings and opportunities that we have. When they do that, they collaborate well with us on an ongoing basis. And in turn, they stay with us for a long time because the results are really strong. So the first thing that you can do, and that we all need to do, is have the ability to identify the right types of businesses in the marketplace. This should not be something new for you. This is why there is so much focus on PCS, a very data-driven, scientific approach, smart approach to making sure we're having conversations with the right businesses. I can't stress that enough, right? The days of us chasing our opportunities in a Home Depot parking lot are long behind us, folks. That's not something that is going to be sustainable for us. So the goal, first and foremost, identify the right business. Once you've done that, let's set ourselves up for the win. Let's set ourselves up with the proper teamwork and preparation. When partnered, with our team, our goal is to make sure that we go into that sales conversation with all the opportunity, with all the ammunition at our fingertips, because we've done that ahead of time, right? We've had a strategic conversation together. We've identified what we believe are some of the obvious spots for the client to be able to focus on. And we're going to go in there fully prepared to have a proper conversation and make recommendations that we know are going to hit home. And listen, it can be as simple as, the industry is a bit of a mess, I mentioned before. There are people that are out there working out of their basement. They're small. They don't have the resources. We want to make sure that our clients, we differentiate ourselves. They can look at us and see, hey, this is a business that's got their act together. They know what they're doing. If I partner with them, they bring a lot to the table, okay? Really, really important. And when we do that too, I think a third part of this is making sure that on these sales calls, on these sales conversations, we set proper expectations. It's so important that we've identified what the pains are for that client. We've identified what's keeping them up at night, and our recommendations solve that problem for the client. That's such an important piece that I think gets missed a lot of times, and that's really what comes into that long-standing relationship of how we really maximize that. So listen, we're all busy, and our goal is to maximize. When we have that hour, that webinar to spend together, we want to make sure we maximize that time for the client, for you, right, as a local contact for that business owner, the local partner, and also for our digital partner, right? For all that three-legged stool, it all comes into play that we're not wasting each other's time. We've put the time in, it makes sense, and we're in a good spot. So, it's so important that everybody in that relationship gets the proper ROI, right? That we're all on the same page. So again, we don't have a lot of time this morning. I wanted to drive home again the update, how well you're doing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Results are fantastic. I want to focus on those 2 or 3 areas: the right client, the right conversation, the right preparation. This is selling responsibly. It's something when we put our resources together, we're extremely well. And then lastly, just looking out the next 60 to 90 days, absolutely fantastic time of the year to sell. We've got springtime emerging in many of our markets. It's been a long, dark, cold winter. So a lot of these businesses start to go in the next 60 days. Really important to get out in front of them as quickly as possible. And listen, as we build this digital fortress, as we build this digital business, this is the time to do it. Right now, this is the time. Don't look too far out, but let's just look at the next 60, 90 days. Everybody has some opportunities in the marketplace, right? We don't need you to go out and find 10 opportunities next month. We need you to go out and find 2. Go look at your book of business, find the 2 businesses that you believe hold the most opportunity for you, and then make sure you go in there and you make it count. Why would you not focus on bringing all the resources available to you in there? That's what we're here to help you do. That's what we're here to help partner, to go win together, to support our clients the right way, and give them the experience they deserve in the marketplace. So on that note, I want to say goodbye. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you, and I hope you have a fantastic selling week ahead of you. Take care, everybody.